Welcome to Documentation and Project Handover. Complete documentation helps others maintain your BTE solution. This means anyone can understand and update your work without guessing. For instance, if you document all integration steps, a new developer can quickly fix an API issue instead of spending days investigating. Always document thoroughly to ensure your solution remains functional long-term. Good documentation saves time and prevents problems. This means having clear records helps your team work faster and avoid mistakes. For example, documenting an integration flow lets new members set it up correctly without guessing. This proactive practice ensures smoother project transitions and long-term success. You will learn to create different types of documents. This means producing various structured files for clarity and handover. For example, you might draft a technical specification for developers and a user guide for end users. Mastering these skills ensures your project knowledge is properly captured and transferred. This ensures your hard work continues to provide value. It means proper documentation and handover keep the project useful after you are done. For instance, a new team member can quickly understand and update an app using your clear notes. Your initial effort pays off long-term through sustained project success. Why documentation matters for enterprise success? Other team members can support your solution. This means your documentation allows colleagues to understand and maintain your work without your direct help. For example, clear setup steps let another developer quickly resolve a performance issue while you are on leave. Good documentation ensures your solution remains robust and supported by the entire team. New people can understand how everything works. This means clear documentation helps newcomers grasp your system's structure and processes without confusion. For example, a new developer joining your team can quickly learn how applications connect to backend services through well-documented integration flows. Proper documentation ensures smooth onboarding and consistent understanding across your team. Problems can be solved faster with good documentation. This means having clear guides helps teams quickly understand issues and find solutions without guesswork. For instance, if an application crashes, documented troubleshooting steps let you identify and fix the root cause in minutes. Solid documentation turns complex problems into manageable tasks efficiently. Your solution can grow and improve over time. This means your initial SAP BTP setup isn't final. You can add new features and capabilities as your business needs evolve. For example, you might start with analytics and later integrate AI services for predictive insights. This continuous enhancement ensures your investment remains valuable and adapts to future challenges. Types of documentation we will create. Technical documentation. How the solution is built. This means detailing the actual construction, the services used, configurations made, and code written. For instance, documenting the specific SAP BTP services, like the Cloud Foundry runtime and the HANA database, that were set up to create a reporting application. This foundational record is crucial for future maintenance and support. Operational procedures, daily maintenance tasks. These are step-by-step instructions for routine upkeep of your BTP environment. For example, a daily task could be checking the available memory quota for your sub-account to prevent applications from failing. Following these procedures ensures your platform runs smoothly and avoids unexpected disruptions. User guides how to use the solution. These are step-by-step instructions for end users to perform their daily tasks within the application. For example, a guide showing an employee how to submit an expense report through the company portal. Following these guides ensures users can work efficiently and correctly from the very start. Troubleshooting guides, fixing common problems. These are step-by-step instructions to resolve frequent errors. For example, if an application fails to connect to the SAP HANA Cloud database, the guide would walk you through checking your network configuration and credentials. This helps you quickly restore functionality and learn from the issue. Creating technical documentation. Document what BTP services you are using. This means clearly listing the specific BTP services, like SAP HANA Cloud or SAP Integration Suite, that your application relies on. For example, if your app analyzes sales data, note that it uses SAP Analytics Cloud for dashboards. This ensures everyone understands the architecture and can maintain it properly. List all applications and their purposes. This means documenting every software application your team uses and clearly stating what each one is designed to do. For instance, you might list an application for processing customer orders and another for managing employee payroll. This clarity ensures everyone understands the tools at their disposal. Note important configurations and settings. This means documenting specific technical choices you make, like connection details or security rules. For instance, when integrating SAP SuccessFactors, record the exact OAuth client ID and endpoint URLs used. Keeping this log ensures you can accurately replicate or troubleshoot the setup later. Include architecture diagrams showing how components connect. This means visually mapping how SAP BTP services link together. For example, a diagram can show how an app uses the Launchpad service to access data from the HANA Cloud database. This visual clarity ensures everyone understands the technical relationships at a glance. Step 1. Document your Business Technology Platform services. Open your BTP cockpit. This is your central web-based console to manage all your BTP resources. For instance, a developer would open it to find and activate the SAP HANA Cloud service for a new project. It is your essential starting point for every BTP task. Go to Services section. This means opening the specific area in your BTP account where all available services are listed and managed. For example, if you need a database, you would go here to find and enable the SAP HANA Cloud service. It is your central starting point for enabling any capability your application requires. List all services you are using. This means creating a simple inventory of every BTP service in your landscape. For example, if your application uses SAP HANA Cloud for data and SAP Build apps for the interface, you write both down. This foundational list is crucial for managing costs, security, and integrations effectively. Note why you chose each service. This means you should record the business or technical reason for selecting a service. For example, you might choose SAP HANA Cloud for real-time analytics to support a live sales dashboard. Documenting this justification is crucial for future reference and for validating your architecture decisions. Document any special configurations. This means recording any unique settings you have changed from the standard setup. For example, if you connect SAP SuccessFactors to BTP, you must note the specific OAuth credentials and API endpoints you configured. Keeping this record is essential for troubleshooting and future maintenance. Documenting operational procedures. Create checklists for daily maintenance. This means having a standard, step-by-step list of routine tasks to perform. For example, a daily checklist could include verifying that all application services are running and checking system alerts. Using these checklists ensures nothing is missed and operations run smoothly. Document backup procedures. This means creating clear, step-by-step instructions for saving and restoring your critical application data. For example, your document should detail how to schedule daily backups of your development environment to cloud storage. Having this guide ensures your team can reliably recover information after any incident. Include monitoring steps. This means documenting how to regularly check if your SAP BTP applications are healthy and performing as expected. For example, a procedure for a daily database backup must include a step to verify the backup file was successfully created and is accessible. This ensures you can proactively detect and resolve issues before they impact users. Note when updates are needed. This means you should clearly mark any procedures that may change over time, so your team knows to check for new versions. For example, if a security patch process is revised, your documentation should indicate this step is subject to updates. Keeping procedures current ensures everyone follows the correct and safest practices. List who to contact for help means identifying specific individuals or teams responsible for support. For example, if an application fails, you should immediately contact the SAP BTP support team rather than general IT. This ensures the right experts address the issue quickly, minimizing downtime. Always know your designated contacts for efficient problem resolution. Create your maintenance checklist. Open your BTP cockpit. This means logging into the web-based interface where you manage your SAP BTP services and applications. For example, just as you open a car's dashboard to check fuel levels, you open the cockpit to monitor your cloud resources. This is your starting point for all maintenance tasks. Check service health status. This means verifying all SAP BTP services are running normally without errors. For example, check that your SAP HANA Cloud database is responsive and not in a failed state. This proactive check ensures your applications remain available and functional for users. Review application logs. This means checking the detailed records your app automatically creates while running. For example, if users report login issues, you can check these logs to spot errors like incorrect passwords or system outages. Regularly reviewing logs helps you quickly find and fix problems before they escalate. Verify backups are running. This means checking that your system's automatic copy process is active and successful, so your data is safe if something goes wrong. For example, confirm your daily customer order backup completed without errors. Regular verification ensures you can always restore critical information. Document any issues found. This means writing down problems you discover during maintenance, so they can be tracked and fixed. For example, if a workflow is running slowly, you note the symptom and when it occurs. This clear record ensures nothing is overlooked and provides a basis for resolution. Preparing comprehensive handover documentation. Create a project summary document. This is a brief overview capturing your project's goals, outcomes, and key details. For example, after building an app, you'd list its purpose, the main features delivered, and the team involved. This ensures everyone has a clear and shared understanding of the completed work. Include important contact information. This means listing key people to reach for different needs after handover. For example, document the primary support contact, the technical lead, and the business process owner. This ensures anyone taking over knows exactly who to contact for specific issues or questions. List all system access details. This means documenting every login credential and access point for systems used in the project. For example, you would record the URL, username, and password for the development and production SAP BTP sub-accounts. This ensures the support team can seamlessly take over and manage the live production environment without any delays. Document known issues and limitations. This means clearly listing any problems or constraints in the current solution. For instance, a report might have a known performance delay when processing over 10,000 records at once. Being transparent about these points ensures the support team is prepared and can manage user expectations effectively. Provide future enhancement ideas. This means suggesting potential features or integrations to add later based on your project experience. For example, after implementing core analytics, you could propose adding predictive maintenance alerts using AI services. This forward-thinking approach helps the team plan the next phase of innovation. Creating effective user guides for your organization. Write step-by-step instructions. Break tasks into clear, numbered actions so users can follow without confusion. For example, to guide someone through deploying an app, first log into BTP, then navigate to your space, select the app, and click Deploy. This methodical approach ensures users complete processes successfully and builds their confidence. Use simple language anyone can understand. Avoid technical jargon so all readers, regardless of expertise, can follow instructions easily. For example, instead of leverage the BTP cockpit to deploy your HTML5 module, say open the BTP dashboard and upload your web app file. This approach ensures your guide is accessible and effective for everyone. Include screenshots for each step. This means adding pictures showing exactly what the user should see on their screen while following your guide. For example, if a step says click the Save button, provide a screenshot with the button clearly circled. This visual confirmation eliminates guesswork and ensures users can follow along accurately. Show what to do if something goes wrong. This means including clear steps to identify and resolve common errors. For example, if a user gets an authentication error, the guide should specify checking their password and system connection. This proactive guidance helps users recover quickly and continue their work. Keep it focused on what users need to do. This means your guide should only include the essential steps to complete a task, avoiding extra details. For example, a guide for creating a report should list the navigation and key fields, not explain database architecture. By concentrating on necessary actions, users can accomplish their goals quickly and efficiently. Step 3. Document a common user task. Choose one common task users perform. This means selecting a single, frequent activity that represents a core part of a user's daily role. For example, a sales representative regularly creating a new customer quotation in the system. Focusing on this one task helps you build a clear and effective user assistance guide. Write each step in simple language. This means using everyday words anyone can understand, avoiding technical jargon. For example, instead of navigate to the BTP cockpit, say open your web browser and go to the BTP website. This ensures every user can follow along without confusion and successfully complete their task. Take screenshots of the process. This means capturing images of each screen while performing the task, creating a visual guide. For instance, when creating a new user, screenshot the initial form, confirmation message, and final user list. These images will make your documentation clear and easy for others to follow, ensuring accuracy and consistency. Test your instructions to make sure they work. This means you should follow your own steps exactly to verify they are accurate and complete. For example, if documenting how to create a BTP sub-account, actually perform each step yourself to confirm the process functions as intended. This ensures your documentation is reliable and effective for users. Ask someone else to follow your guide. This means having another person test your instructions to ensure they are clear and complete. For example, after writing steps to create a BTP trial account, have a colleague perform it to confirm they succeed without confusion. This validation step catches gaps you might have missed, ensuring your documentation is truly effective for all users. Documenting troubleshooting procedures. List common problems users might encounter. This means identifying typical errors or issues that users face when using the system, such as login failures or slow performance. For example, a user might receive an authentication error when their password has expired. By documenting these, you create a quick reference guide for faster resolution. Provide step-by-step solutions. This means breaking down the resolution into clear, numbered actions. For example, if an app fails to start, the procedure would be 1. Check the service instance in the BTP cockpit, 2. Verify the binding to your application, and 3. Review the application logs for errors. Following a defined sequence ensures a consistent and effective troubleshooting process. Include who to contact if problem continues. This means clearly listing the specific team or person responsible for escalation. For example, after checking a failed integration, the document should state, if the issue persists, escalate to the BTP platform support team. This ensures no time is wasted when initial steps do not resolve the issue. Note how long fixes typically take. This means estimating if a solution is a quick workaround or a lengthy system change. For example, restarting an app might take 5 minutes, but a platform update could take hours. Understanding this helps set accurate expectations for your team and users when an issue occurs. Keep it simple and practical. This means your guides should be clear, short, and immediately useful. For instance, a procedure for a login error should just list the 3 specific checks an end user can do, not explain the entire authentication system. Straightforward steps get problems solved faster. Organizing your documentation for maximum clarity and efficiency. Keep all documents in one central location. This means storing all SAP BTP project files together in a single shared space. For example, use a cloud drive where everyone can access the latest guides and diagrams. This ensures everyone works with current information, avoiding confusion from outdated versions. Use clear file names and folder structure. This means naming files descriptively and grouping related documents in organized folders for easy retrieval. For example, name a file Q3-2024 Sales Report final.xlsx and store it in a folder like Finance Reports 2024. Adopting this practice saves time and prevents confusion, making your documentation consistently accessible. Include version numbers and dates. This ensures everyone knows which document version is current and when it was last updated. For example, label a process guide as version 2.1 updated March 2024. This simple habit prevents confusion and keeps your team aligned on the correct procedures. Make sure everyone knows where to find documents. This means having a single, agreed-upon location, like a shared team folder, so no one wastes time searching. For example, store all project guides in one cloud drive everyone can access. This simple step keeps your team aligned and efficient. Update documents when things change. This means promptly revising your guides and notes whenever there are updates, so they always reflect the current state. For instance, if an SAP BTP service gets a new feature, immediately add it to your documentation. Keeping your records accurate ensures everyone relies on correct information. You are ready to document your BTP solution. You now know what types of documents to create. This means understanding which guides, diagrams, or specifications are needed for your solution. For example, if you built an app, you'd create a user manual for end users. Applying this knowledge ensures your solution is well understood and properly maintained. You understand why good documentation matters. It is the blueprint that saves time and prevents errors for everyone who works on your solution. For example, clear setup steps let a new team member run a test without needing to hunt for information. This turns individual knowledge into a reliable team resource. You have templates and examples to follow. This means you do not start from a blank page. Proven structures guide your documentation. For instance, when documenting a new app, you can reuse a template that already outlines sections for architecture, security, and deployment steps. This saves significant time and ensures consistency. Your solution will be well supported for years to come. This means SAP actively maintains the platform, providing updates, security patches, and new features. For example, an integration you build today will continue to work reliably with future versions of connected systems. This long-term commitment protects your investment and ensures stability.